All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive Vlogs, day number 1317 coming at you. Hope you are all doing great out there. If this is your first time watching my channel, welcome first and foremost. Leave a comment right now in the chat or the comments saying first timer so I can welcome you and respond to your comment. But if you've been here before, leave a comment saying before in the chat or the comments so I can welcome you back. And of course, everybody, if you drive for apps like Grubhub, Doordash, Uber Eats, or any of the others, this is the channel for you to stay updated in the gig economy. So turn on that notification bell and hit the red subscribe button down below. I'll give you a second to do that real quick. And of course, make sure to hit that like button on your way out, or real quick, get it out of the way right now. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see if we can hit 150 thumbs up, and let's jump into this. So, I have a message here from Russ, R-U-S-S, so everyone say thank you, Russ. Seriously, say thank you to the guy. So, listen to this. The subject is DoorDash order denied by the restaurant after arriving to pick up an order. So, Russ says, "Hi, Pete. I accepted a 6-mile delivery for a $10 payout for El Bohio Cafe and Restaurant. I was not familiar with this establishment. I arrived at the restaurant only to discover it was a drive-through only. Ouch." Yeah, how many of us hate when that happens? After 10 minutes, I got to the window only to be told that they do not accept DoorDash orders. Sounds to me like this was somebody who this was DoorDash putting up the menu without permission, which you know I can't stand. So I contacted the customer and told him about the denial and that he needed to contact DoorDash to cancel the order. I contacted DoorDash support and was told that the incident would not affect my rating and I would be paid for half of the payout. Now, for those of you that don't know, in most cases, DoorDash will give you at least half the payout for when an order gets canceled to compensate you for your time. And I know I rag on DoorDash a lot, but I will give them credit where credit is due. At least that's something, okay? 4 days after this mess, I did not receive any money for this order. And my completion rating went from 100 to 98%. And you guys should know that completion rating is a big problem with the rating system, you know? Because if it gets too low, it could lead to deactivation. Also, this company still has a DoorDash listing. This company has a good app, but the company suffers from a crippling mismanagement. The restaurant needs to be removed from the DoorDash site. DoorDash did not fill their side of the terms of service. I know someone will say they are investigating the order, but at least suspend the restaurant until the case is closed. Thanks, Russ. So, Russ, thank you for sending me this. Yeah, I mean, here's basically what it all comes down to, you know, with the app crashing multiple times, all these issues with drivers and stuff. I think really and honestly what's happening is that DoorDash is just getting too big for themselves. You got to remember, the gig economy is still fairly new. It's really only been up and thriving the past 5 years, at least in my market, the last 4 or 5 years. Some drivers have been driving since 2016, and Uber and Lyft was really first, in many cases. But in this particular situation, it just seems like DoorDash is just so overwhelmed with so much volume, of people placing orders. And literally at this point, it's like, I think they're almost at 2 million dashers at this point, last I heard. So sadly, Russ, unfortunately, the drivers, the drivers suffer the most, because they're not going to make the customer suffer, because without the customers, we don't make money and DoorDash doesn't make money. But again, it's always the same thing going around in circles, where it's the driver that gets screwed. And then it just seems like that's the reoccurring trend. And it just seems like that's the way it's just going to be. And that's not okay. And I'm not condoning that at all, But what I love is that the restaurant didn't even want to accept DoorDash orders, but magically their menu's online. And it's still online, according to what he's saying here. And in my opinion, man, it's just like why why just keep doing that? And like I said before, it's because they're getting so big, they don't even realize what restaurants they have listed at this point, because it's clearly automated. Essentially what happens is DoorDash must have like some sweeper thing that like goes through menus online or something like that. I guess in like a local area or something, it goes through, and just whatever menus or whatever restaurants are around that area, it looks like they just put them online, like, hey, here you go. Because I don't know if you remember, but a while back in the fall of 2017, when DoorDash first came to my market, I think it was like September, October, I remember this one Greek restaurant that I got really, really close with. You know, I did a lot of orders there through Grubhub. I was like, hey, I saw you guys are on that new app, Doordash. And they're like, what the hell is DoorDash? I'm like, oh, it's an app like Grubhub. And they're like, we've never even heard of that. And I was there picking up a Grubhub order, and I opened the DoorDash app as the customer app, and I showed them, I'm like, here's your menu. And they're like, what the hell? I didn't authorize that. So DoorDash was the one that started this nonsense. And I'm telling you right now, more and more articles are being written about more and more cities cracking down and saying that they're not allowed to do this anymore, and that they're going to keep getting fined if they keep listing restaurants without their permission. So DoorDash, you got to get it together, my friends. Anyway, if you guys ever want to send me anything to, you know, a question, or if you want to read an email, want me to read an email on a video to get you some help, email it to paytodrivestories@gmail.com. That's the best place to reach me. But if you want a quicker response, more direct, so you could avoid the email, bypass the email, you could definitely sign up on Patreon, and I'll explain that in just a second. I want to thank all of our patrons right now over at patreon.com/paidtodrive. There's a link in the description down below, or in the pinned top comment. When you hear your name called, say, hey, Pete, I heard my name. You'll get shout outs, and you can message me directly on there and bypass my email. Big shout outs to Marie Sabo Boutwell, our $100 ultimate driver per month, Lee Peacock, Agus, Brian Pomeroy, Brian Richardson, Heidi Barnes, Kurt Paul, Serena Siddiqui, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Katie Coppin, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, T. Breeze, Ginny Thomas, Matt Epperson, Nick G., Terrence Pacheco, and of course, Valerie Brown. Again, if you want to sign up, links in the description down below and in the pinned top comment. And of course, everybody, please make sure to download the Get Upside Gas app. It's a free app for your smartphone. Link is in the description down below. Download it right now today to start saving money on your gas. How it works is you pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside Gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. The link is in the description down below. Make sure to download it today. And of course, if you like this shirt, Live to Drive, Drive to Live, you can get this one and many more like it at paytodrivestore.com. Get your t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies at paytodrivestore.com. Everything is on sale right here, right now. Go check it out. And if you made it to the end of this video, leave a comment saying end 814, end 814. Let's see if anybody does it in the chat or the comments. Hit that red subscribe button down below. If you haven't, I'll give you a second to do that. Turn on all notifications. And of course, make sure to hit that like button on your way out. I know, I asked for a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, but thank you for bearing with me. And until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling and keep bustling. And we'll see you next time right here on what channel, everybody? Paid to Drive and Pay to Drive Vlogs. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Be well, drive safe, and stay positive. Take care.